energy of hidden treasure for you. I'm getting Taurus energy, okay? Strong Taurus energy. So I'm getting like hidden treasure. Also, Scorpio a little bit too. Okay. Now, recently I was getting, energetically, you were becoming. I was getting mixed babies here as well. I was also getting your undoing or facing your fears here of what could cause your undoing, or this is kind of like flirting with your undoing. Like, it's kind of like whatever this energy is, you are going to kind of be, I don't know, it's like kind of close to the brink. It's like danger. It's learning how to deal with danger, I suppose, or it's given Scorpio, so that's what I mean. But it's like learning. This may not be Pisces energy. This could be like the 12th house. This is what's going on in the 12th house, and this is the subconscious fears, this and that. I feel like this is giving me finale energy. Aquarius was dealing with finally, like that time. Remember I did the love messages for Aquarius and it was titled like the moment you have not been waiting for. Basically I was gathering that Aquarius was getting prepared to make a sacrifice. Like they're sacrificing their independence. They're sacrificing their independence to then become, I don't want to say dependent, but what's the opposite of independent, right? And kind of like, it's like releasing all inhibitions type of vibe, giving your all. And that's usually like, that's Scorpio Taurus energy, giving your all. Sharing, merging resources. Pisces, I'm really getting for you, and it's like secret treasure. So I feel like, remember I was getting a reading where I was like, you're gonna be so spoiled. Oh my God, so spoiled. Pisces. Yeah, this is gonna be, this is coming after a sacrifice. And this is not a sacrifice that you want to make. This is something that you do not want to do. This is something that you don't want to do. This is something that you never thought you would do. This is something that is like, when hell freezes over. Well, hell has frozen over, okay, today. This is the vibe. I see a royal bloodlines forming. I'm really getting children. So this is definitely for those who are like, that's why the other day I was getting irritated. Like I was getting like Saturnian versus Uranian energy. Because it's like you have there's like Saturn energy trying, like there's something about Saturn that is not dealt with. And you have to kind of deal with that. Like you have like one last karmic debt to pay. And it's little, but it's not little. Like it's the grand finale. Like I almost compared it to like the birth of the Messiah. Like your last duty is to give birth to the Messiah. Like that's what I'm getting. I think you're going to give birth to a little boy. It's going to be a little boy. It's a very strong calling that you have. Very strong calling. For some of you, especially after Aquarius, this is the reason why you've been isolated the way you have. The reason why you couldn't do a lot of the shit people did. This is why. Because you can't just procreate with anybody. Some of you may have felt like you couldn't get pregnant. You can't, like, your womb, your womb is just built different. You got people who had sex one time, pregnant like that. And then for you, I'm really getting there was difficulties there, or you just didn't think you could have them. The reason for that is because it was designed that way. You are supposed to procreate and breed with someone specific. And I'm only mentioning the word breed and procreating because what was going on in Aquarius's part 2 reading. There was Hathor coming out, and Hathor is the divine cow. She is the mother of creation. But in the Egyptian deck, that cow is in the hangman. And the hangman in this deck is a sacrifice. So I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles reverse, and I just mentioned if you had like issues with, like there was a delay or blockage, I'm really strongly getting like family and procreating and babies. Some of you already have that, so I don't think this message is for you. I really just don't, especially if you already have that already going on. But we have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm sorry, the World is here, but it looks like the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Ace of Cups is reversed, and then you have the Five of Cups reversed. So I feel like whatever blockages that you may have had on your womb, I do see that it's clearing up. It's something, yeah, Ace of Swords is clearing up. Yo, how clear can Ace... Y'all know I'm not the relationship reader. I'm not the family I have my IC in Aquarius. I'm very indifferent to family dynamics, very much so. And this is exactly why I feel like you guys are going to be dealing with the very thing that you've been indifferent to, off put by. This is your great sacrifice. I also mentioned something about Neptune in the moon. There's something you weren't seeing clearly. Okay, so I would look at your Neptune placement and look at your emotions, your water placement, your moon placement, because I feel like there's a direct link into there's a direct link there with finding the hidden treasure, but also realizing what is blocking you from seeing the hidden treasure. Yeah, so I'll look at your Neptune and moon placements. Also look at Saturn. Throw Saturn in the circle. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I get this energy every time with you, Pisces. I don't want to read. I just want to... I don't feel like I need cards with your energy. I got a Pisces moon, so I just don't feel the need to talk. Like, yeah, Hierophant, I don't feel the need to talk. And didn't I say I was getting strong Taurus energy in your shit? Here, this is Taurus. Hierophant is Taurus, and I get Sagittarius from it. Sagittarius was Harlem shaken through pressure and being accepted into a Ivy League spiritual school. I'm also seeing Mars here as well. Mars rules Aries, and Aries had becoming a force to be reckoned with. Mars also rules Scorpio, and Scorpio was dealing with people looking for revenge, but I was also getting twin flame spiritual attacks. So this is definitely, it's kind of like, and I did a love message and it was giving no comment energy. Like that was the reading for you, Pisces, no comment. And then Pisces energy for the crow cause, it was being dependent is the cause of your undoing. I'm getting, you're resistant. You don't want to, it's like you're being asked to be in a relationship with someone that you don't want to be with. It's like you're being asked to have, start a family with someone that you don't want to fuck, or like you don't want to be with. There's something about what you're being asked to do or sacrifice. It's going to help the evolution of this realm, this world. And it's the very thing you don't want to do. So example, considering my background with my family, I'm not family oriented. I've only said I don't want kids, and I don't really care for a relationship. That's the very thing that I'm being called to give my all to. I'm being called to sacrifice my womb, have children. I'm being called to merge with someone. I'm being called to share my life with someone. That's Pisces energy. I'm being called to give unconditionally and to give freely and to give with no limitations and to give my all to something or someone that I don't want to. This is truly what the Nine of Cups is. The Nine of Cups, it's right before the Ten of Cups. So whatever the Ten of Cups is, that's what makes you Nine of Cups. Most people have it wrong. They're in Ten of Pentacles, and that Ten of Pentacles is what's making them feel like they're in Nine of Cups, which is about a fulfillment. They're two different sources. Your source is connected to the Ten of Cups. Who had the Ten of Cups coming out today? Somebody had the Ten of Cups. I think it was Aquarius, actually. It was Ten of Cups, Empress, and the Ace of Pentacles. That was in Aquarius's reading. So what that means is, for me, I have Neptune in Sagittarius in the second house. So what makes God or my guides and my purpose and astrology, what makes them happy makes me happy. There's no ego involved, you know, because this is something clearly I don't want to do. You know, like that's usually how you know it's God. When it's something you're being called to do, you don't want to. Most people, they got that shit fucked up. They think, what you want, what they want to do is what God wants them to do. And that's, I promise you, that's usually the contradiction right there. Leo energy, that was the ancestor message for Leo. People's ego. That's the contradiction right there. The title for Leo's reading was Contradictions, Temper Tantrums, and Carry On. That's the difference. Me personally, I'm gonna do whatever I know, like, my guides are telling me to do, even if I don't want to. Most people they're not gonna get the fuck up if it's not what they want to do. And that's the difference with spirituality, true authentic spirituality. That's why everybody wants to be chosen and gifted until it's time to do what God wants you to do. That goes against what you want to do. That usually doesn't really give you attention or whatever. That's what it is. So people's ego is in contradiction to their purpose, 12th house. People's ego is their undoing, and it's like you have a difference. And that's another reason why I was getting with Leo energy, these motherfuckers are mad that you look like them but don't act like them, right? It's literally that situation. Because what makes them fulfilled is 10 of Pentacles, earthly things. What makes you feel fulfilled is 10 of Cups, spiritual things. It's a difference. So when you get in relationships, it's not because you're trying to get some shit wet, whatever. There's a purpose here. And that purpose is what's keeping you in it when you don't want to be. Other people, though, they don't have a purpose and they do everything in their power to stay in it. And it has no purpose. It's levels. And these people are not on your level. Yeah, 8 of Cups reverse. Like, 8 of Cups reverse to me gives me Pisces energy because it's the 7 of Cups. If we're not in 8, that means we're still in 7, right? I'm feeling like hesitancy here. Yeah, here's the moon because it's like you have to face your fears here. King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is Taurus. This is a relationship. And you don't want to go there. You don't want to. Knight of Cups, because it's like you feel like this is like you're going to get hurt. 5 of Cups, disappointed. 4 of Wands, that's not going to work out. 7 of Swords, or maybe this is somebody that you feel like betrayed you. I see the Tower and the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. This is somebody that you don't trust, you don't fuck with. The Devil's here, reverse. Yeah, it's like somebody has already showed you their true fucking colors. You don't want to go there. You don't want to deal with them. You don't want them touching you. It's like you're repulsed by this energy, and this is the very energy. Talk about not your usual type. Talk about not your usual type. King of Cups. This is giving Capricorn energy. This could be someone who has like their moon in Cancer. I'm sorry, their moon in Capricorn. Then some of you got Aquarius in the 4th house. It's like, yo... It's really, honestly, it's giving Capricorn and Aquarius energy. So this is like you forming a union with a Saturnian and you're a Uranian. You like freedom. You want to be independent. You don't want rules and restrictions, nothing like that. And then you're attracting someone who does rules, register. They got power. You don't fuck, but this is hidden treasure. And it's honestly, especially for those Aquarian types, it's like you already know people look at you and they misunderstand you. You already know people look at you and they misjudge you all the time. And I know this is for Pisces, but I'm reading for the 12th house, right? I'm not reading really for Pisces. It's 12th house matters. All right, this is the subconscious talking right now. I'm speaking your subconscious. So it's like... you're used to Aquarian types, Uranian types. You're used to You want to do your own thing. You don't like rules, restrictions. You're not going to conform. You're attracting somebody who's going to try to get you to conform. You're attracting somebody who likes rules. You're attracting someone who is, but if you can alchemize it properly and not allow it to be your undoing, but your strength, that's the whole point. Like, this is your final fucking test. Are you going to be, this is going to be one hell of a test, yo. Because it's like opposition. It's like you're being called to be with your opposition. And somehow make that shit conjunct. This is twin flame energy, yo, at its finest. And everybody wants to play around with it. Everybody thinks it's cute. Everybody thinks it's funny. Everybody thinks this is not a game. This is not a drill. This is a test, bitch. This is like one person has been freed and then the other needs to be freed, but you're trying to free them and they want to fucking kill you. They want to bite the hand that's trying to free them. That's what you're going to be dealing with. It's literally, you're sleeping with your op. You're being linked up. You're supposed to survive this shit. Like, this is a very hard battle. Like, this is going to be so challenging. This is not Two of Cups where you're trying to make some shit work. And it, like, again, there's no substance. There's no purpose. You created that situation. You created it and you are trying to make it work. You are trying to exert free will. This is different. This is what God, like, you know, this is God. Literally, like, this is, it's like, I guess the best way I can put it for y'all to understand what this energy is, this is like you are being given a Two of Cups situation and your task is to alchemize it into a lover situation. Like, but it's like you're already in the lover's energy. You've already stepped into your purpose chosen energy. Your energy is clear. And you're attracting someone who has karma and you're being called to like I don't know if that's helping them clear the karma or you're being called, like, I don't know how that's usually what twin flames do are anyway. There's usually one person who's older and a little bit more advanced and obviously have cleared up more shit. I feel like you don't want to do this shit at all. You got devil energy and you're being called to temper it. Like, this person got demons on them. Devil here, Seven of Swords, Tower, and Nine of Wands energy. And you're being called to connect with it. I'm also hearing the word snake. It sounds like someone, I'm not sure if this is someone from your past life. I don't know if they like, I feel like they sold their soul some way, somehow, but you still have attachments. And so in this lifetime, you have to kind of, you got to break that cord, but you have to go through it to break it. That makes sense. Like, you have to break it from the inside out. You can't break it from the outside in. And that's why Aquarius energy was like, yeah, I don't want to do this, because Aquarius is usually on the outside looking in. That energy is now being forced to go inside to go, like, you have to attack this from the inside out. You have to go in there. From a past life, this also can be a child that you had in a past life. And so in this lifetime, you're responsible for that child, but it's going to end up being your lover. It's like you're gonna be with someone who's constantly trying to attack you, yo. But the way it's gonna be set up, because y'all know I can see the future, this is someone's gonna be constantly trying to attack you. Until they realize like you're a force to be reckoned with, refer back to Aries. And they're naturally going to alchemically change. It's like you're being used to change someone. Like you're being used to lure someone in. Like I know I did a reading, I think it was the juju, but I know I did a reading where it was like you're being used, like someone is trying to attack you or something like that, and it's like the more they attack you, it's like you go deeper and deeper and deeper to where they end up meeting the Hierophant, and they end up changing themselves. Like they end up changing. It's like it really you have to be smart about this. Like it's like you're linking up with a demon, a devil, like you are, and your mission is to make sure that this person doesn't take you out, or trusting that they won't when they can. It kind of reminds me of like you know, Twilight a little bit, where Edward could kill Bella at any fucking time, one wrong move. It's like trusting that your Edward is not going to kill you when they can. I'm sure Bella and Edward got into some arguments. Like, what if in those moments he got so enraged and just fucked shit up, like on accident, you know, like in the moment. This I'm telling you, this is going to be this is very challenging. It's going to be very challenging, but I feel like if you can get through it, it's going to be very rewarding. Just like how Bella and Edward felt like their relationship was so rewarding after she was able to, I don't know, transform. That was like an alchemical process even in that. But after that process and she awakened, she was stronger than Edward. Then they had a child that had extraordinary gifts. And I know that child's gonna have extraordinary gifts, because remember in Twilight, like the girl could touch people's faces and start projecting images and shit. This is a very spiritual baby. That's what it is. This might be a hard pregnancy as well. I'm just getting so much. But at the end of it, they all lived like they were happy and like they were just, it was great. I just feel like this like just like how you may feel like you're hidden treasure or people overlook you or misjudge you, your person is as well. They are away, but there's something else deeper in there, and only God can transform that shit, and it's your job to lead them there. It just sucks because it's then Sagittarius energy was going through being accepted into spiritual school. So it's kind of like being in school full time and also being like a mother trying to hold it down full time. Like I feel like you're about to be doing all of it and learning how to, it's going to be very intense. Like somebody's bringing intensity to your life, like, and you're being called, it's like you're the conscious one and you're dealing with someone who's unconscious. And they got issues, they have mad issues, and they're going to be trying to make their issues your issue, and you're supposed to kind of love the Pisces. And it's just crazy how this intensity is coming to you, and most people look at Pisces as the weakest sign. And I think that's, you know, you're going to be becoming a force to be reckoned with because you're getting pressure. I have a sister and she identifies as a Scorpio sun, and she's always been extremely quiet. She would never like speak up. She's just always been quiet, like mute damn near. And I remember she married, you know, her husband. They've been together for years, but like she married him. He's a Capricorn. And they started having kids and stuff like that. And it was like when she got married and she wouldn't speak up, but there was issues going on in the marriage. It's like that relationship forced her to speak up a little bit more. her having kids, that forced her to speak up a hell of a lot more. Whereas she started off on mute, wouldn't say shit. You wouldn't know if she was in pain, happy. You wouldn't know shit. It wasn't until she married someone. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep, enlightening. I'm sorry, enlightenment with Ra. It's giving Cancer Leo energy, man, or this is like Cancer in the 9th house. You're about to learn some shit you don't want, you never thought you would be a part of. You're about to, like, I'm like, example, I'm saying I'm not family oriented. You're about to be put into a family oriented energy. You're going to learn what that's about. And we already know in the beginning things are painful. It's nobody, it's... I'm having a Pisces moment right now. My bad. Yeah, Anubis, transformation. Yo, that's crazy. Yes, Anubis is in this bitty city. Who has Seth energy coming out? I think Aquarius has Seth, or maybe it was Capricorn. Seth was coming out. So yeah. You're being called to... I feel like you're in a relationship with Seth. But nah, I just feel like you're dealing with someone who has a lot of like resentment or hatred or something like that, and you're being called to... I don't know if this is like a child of yours in a past life, and in this life they're now your lover. It's like you have to redirect it, or you have to redirect them or something like that. It's like a badass fucking kid, and in this lifetime that badass kid is your husband, or that badass kid is your lover or whatever, and you're being called to redirect or remother that energy. We do have 3 hours, so a Capricorn, or they have Capricorn placements, maybe hitting you up. I'm also getting Scorpio, so I feel like in the next 3 hours, from you watching this or seeing this, I do feel like a motherfucker's coming through. Okay, we do have Aman here with 1 month. All right, let me see what this is. This is like the last thing on the list to do. That's kind of what I'm getting, spiritually speaking. I feel like this is the last thing for you to do, and then you're done. Like, you're good. This is like the last... Yeah, this is crazy. Can't afford another child. Yeah, so I'm not sure if there was issues with children back in the past, or I'm not sure if in a past life maybe you didn't have money or something like that. You were struggling, poverty, despair, didn't have it, and then you had a kid who like resented you, started to resent you because they didn't have some shit, or they felt like something was... And then in this lifetime, this is someone who has a big ass ego because it's like a child. Some of you may not even be having kids. This is an adult that is a child that you're going to be dealing with. They're materialistic. They feel like you owe them something. They're not over it. They're not over something. They're like, this is an angry ass child from a past life that carried it to you this life, and you are being called like... This is, yo, what? It's like you're gonna... Shit. We do have father's girlfriend here. Oh, there is definitely karma in the 4th house. You got an angry ass kid from a past life, and I know some of y'all are like, this is funny as fuck. Y'all deal with these men all day, every day, and you wonder why they act childish. That may very well be your kid from a past life. Or this could be like your lover's kid. Maybe you got cheated on in a past life, and this is like a step kid, okay? This could be a step kid energy in a past life, and they're resentful at you. Yeah, this could be a step kid from a past life. Jailbird brother on the down low. This could also be an energy. This could also be an energy where this is like a child that was supposed to be born in a past life and they were rejected and denied. And so in this life, they obviously were born, but it's like, oh, you're going to pay for not having me. It's kind of giving me that vibe. Like, oh, you didn't want to bring me here. You didn't want to have me. It's giving me that energy, yo. Like somebody really feels like somebody owes them something like that. Yeah, hustle and grind. That has to be from a past life. Yeah, the daycare is questionable. There's some type of negligence here. I don't know if you had kids in a past life and that kid was like neglected, or a mother, or you're like, yo, there's some weird ass dynamic going on here. Regardless, you're dealing with, I wouldn't be surprised if you have, yeah, we have a secret income source. We also have put money on the books. Yeah, I'm getting like someone was locked up. We have suspicious withdrawals here. We also have inside job. They call Child Protective Services. So I don't know if there was like a business in the past life, hustle and grind energy. Daycare is questionable. So I don't know if this was like a front. Kids got taken away, that kid harbored that resentment, like, you know what I'm saying, like harbored that resentment, or maybe like y'all were winning, something happened, money got taken away, now you're in poverty, and it's like in this, yo, there's some weird, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely giving me past life energy, but I'm done here. All right, I'm fucking done. You got secrets and family business that you got to take care of here in this life. So me personally, I've always felt, with my Saturn and Aquarius in the 5th house, I've always felt isolated. Yep, confirmation. I've always felt isolated, excuse me, alone, weird. I don't want to say I was ever like in poverty or broke or anything, but I do feel like I never really got attention or spoiled or supported. And I do feel like I had to, and then I'm adopted on top of that. Like, so I do feel like that may have happened in a past life here, where I may have done that to a child. And now that child is in this lifetime, as an adult, like, who's now trying to draw a lot of attention out of me and this and that. Yeah, that's probably what that's about. And this is like, the test is like trying to avoid it becoming a like karmic or toxic in dynamic. It's like trying to alchemize it into like, there's just karma there. Hearing that song, my ex-boyfriend is my new boyfriend, or next boyfriend. It's like your ex-kid. Or this is like, I don't know if you had a, like, you were somebody's girlfriend or something in the past life, and you may have felt indifferent to kids then. And sorry, I'm having another Pisces moment. I'm like seeing a lot of frustration. And you not wanting to do something and you're being called to, basically. It's a very tough energy here. This is going to be like your toughest battle, but you're also your most rewarding as well.